Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome back to the Esports Hector YouTube channel. Today, we have a crucial topic that we're going to discuss, and it's really looking at how to maintain a healthy work-life balance as a professional gamer. It's not just about gaming, it's about leading a fulfilling life while doing the things that you love to do. So let's get started. Before I go into areas of how we can improve that work-life balance, one thing that I do want to say is, when you look at a job posting, for example, in a traditional work-life setting, they're always going to talk about promoting work-life balance. For me, a company will not do that for you. You have to do that yourself. So that's just a preface that I want to leave. Make sure that if they aren't providing it for you, which oftentimes they don't, that you're doing this on your own, so that way we can ensure that you are staying hungry and staying focused to the things that you love to do. Now, let's begin. Many people think that being a professional gamer is all about playing the game all day. You're always gonna hear people talk about how they played for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. But that's far from the truth. To achieve success in life, you need a plan. So this is where I come in as a professional in the gaming, health and wellness space to help provide these pieces to you. Therefore, you can achieve greater levels of success. I will talk about something more personal to me, and that was a time frame where I wasn't working for a few months. This was probably a little bit more than 8 years ago, give or take. And Halo 5 came out, Black Ops came out, and I was just playing nonstop between those two games. And I would say that I was putting in about 8, 10, maybe even 12 hours each day playing that game. Now, don't get me wrong, I got really good at it. However, I always felt kind of crappy about it, where like I didn't get anything productive done. And I know this is something that happens to a lot of gamers, where they feel like while the task is to work and get better at the craft, but they're taking a sidestep away from everything else. Let's dive into some practical tips on how we can manage your time effectively as a professional gamer. My first tip is going to be setting a daily schedule. You can do this through your Gmail account, through Google Calendar. Microsoft has their own calendar through Outlook. And what you want to do here is allocate specific time for gaming, practice, as well as personal life. This structured approach is going to be key to helping you stay on track and prevent burnout. Again, burnout is a common term that we're probably always going to hear in the industry, just because you're not being fulfilled. This work-life balance is thrown really off on to one side of the spectrum. And this is something that I've done with players in the past, where I set up a time with them, we go over their schedule, and I actually acquire rights to that schedule, so that way I can help implement best practices for them. Our second tip is going to be to prioritize your health. Don't forget that a sedentary lifestyle can have negative consequences. I'm going to put up in the top right side of the screen, I had to think about that because it's opposite, a awesome video that I had done a couple years back talking about just getting up and moving, and even something as little as 6 minutes in between, let's say, an hour of gaming to an hour and a half of gaming can help improve performance. So again, sedentary lifestyles can have negative consequences. Some of those negative consequences can lead to being more kind of agitated, or having a short wick, low patience, having an inability to communicate with other people of what's going on. So what we want to do here is incorporate regular exercise into your routine to stay physically fit. This does not mean that you need to be working out for an hour straight. If you can sneak in a set of squats in between a cue time, great. Get 10, 12, maybe even 15 squats. Then get back into your seat and go back to gaming. Again, as I talked about that study that I'm posting up in that corner, and I'll repost it again just in case you didn't have it, and I'll put it in the video description below. I even tell my players, just get up, even go to the bathroom, just so that way you can step away. Sometimes your brain may need that couple minutes to reset, recalibrate, and refocus. One thing, while it's not directly within this topic of work-life balance and maintaining that balance, one thing that I like to share here is tip number 3, which is educating others. This right here is going to be important as we want to challenge the assumptions that people have about professional gaming. A lot of the time, we always think about gamers just being in their chair, playing for hours on end for no reason. There's no rhyme or reason for that, but they just do it, and you think that they're being lazy, but they're actually working on some very useful skills if done properly, like communication, leadership, acuity, mental cognition. Like, these are things that, while I understand, and maybe some gamers may understand, the general population may not actually truly get that. Professional gaming is a legitimate career, and it's our duty as professionals in the space to inform and break these stereotypes. So go on to Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, put a post in and explain, how it's legitimate, how it's helped you change your lifestyle for the better. Maybe it's helped family change their lifestyle for the better. Add me in that comment. Tag me, Esports Hector, all one word, and I'll be more than happy to, share or shed some more context to what it is that you're putting in. Tip number 4 is going to be how communication is key. Again, I already mentioned that as a skill that gamers do develop within whatever game title that they're playing, unless it's a single player like Smash or a racing game. Now, professional gaming often involves a team. Again, you're not playing by yourself all the time. So effective communication is crucial for both your gaming success and personal life. I'm sure some of you aren't just, gamers. You have families where you talk to parents, siblings, maybe significant others, friends outside of gaming. And you want to make sure you keep an open line of communication with your teammates, friends, and family. Again, this just gives them proper insight. I know I've worked with a player in the past where a lot of it was he was just homesick. Like, he's been away from home. For some of these players, they oftentimes don't have this college experience where they go away for a few years and then come back as this, newly reformed person with thoughts, ideas, and ways to shape the environment that they live in. They're going into these player houses, and oftentimes, within their gaming schedule, they don't have much of a personal life. So it becomes really important that we communicate this with, again, performance coaches, your game coaches, upper level management within orgs, so that way they're aware and can provide you resources that's going to be necessary to help you with this work-life balance. What this does right here is it essentially respects your commitments, and you can balance your gaming career with your social life. We want to make sure that you're able to do things outside of gaming, no different than if you were to work a normal 9 to 5 and you have a hobby of gaming that you want to be able to pursue. Tip number 5 is to take breaks and rest. Now, pro gamers are known for their dedication, and rightfully so. They're putting in, again, 8, 10, 12 hours to their craft or their genre of play. There are plenty of players that go pro in one game title and then shift over to another game title because of the genre that they're playing in, for example, first-person shooter. But it's essential to remember that burnout can happen to anyone. I've experienced burnout. One clear-cut sign of burnout is just having a hard time getting out of bed, not feeling excited to get going with your day. Now, taking regular breaks ensures that you get enough sleep and allows yourself to relax, which is very vital. You'll perform better and enjoy your gaming more when you're well rested and rejuvenated. Now, don't forget to take care of your mental and physical well-being. Balancing a professional gaming career with life might seem daunting, but it's definitely possible with the right mindset and commitment. Again, I would also even add to that having the great support system. So again, performance coaches, teammates, family, friends. When you have that support system, it makes it much easier for you to be able to accomplish what it is that you have your mind set on. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you found these tips on maintaining a healthy work-life balance as a professional gamer very valuable. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and also enable that notification button so that way you are aware of when I provide new content. In the comments below, share your thoughts and put any questions that you may have as well. One thing that I do want to add is a calendar scheduling system where you can book some time with me. Therefore, we can figure out maybe how to work your schedule a little bit better based on scrims or matches. Therefore, you can maintain a healthy work-life balance. Until then, everyone, stay healthy and game on.